and welcome again to another episode of this Old Camaro. Today we're looking at my 81 Camaro. There she is in all her beauty. Got a lot of front end place. We want to check that out today. We're going to be looking at that. And honestly, I haven't had this car in a hoist yet, so I think it's time. And just give her a little bit of a check over, and I guess we'll see how unsafe it is. Anyway, let's check her out. Well, it's probably a little dark for you to see there. I guess I could turn some more lights on. There we go. So originally a 267 car, now 350. Gonna get a 4-barrel carbon intake on there. A couple other things are gonna happen too, but let's lift it up and just see where the plate is. My guess is idler arm and right hand side tire ends. Just the guess. Okay, well, we've taken a quick look under the Camaro here, and yeah, transmission pan. Hopefully that's only the pan is leaking, not the pump seal or the front seal to the trans. I say that because it's quite damp on this bell housing cover. Engine oil leak. I think we're looking at the corner of a valve cover gasket. Leaking down onto everything and peeing down the side here. As for suspension stuff, the tie rods are actually pretty secure. Looks like we actually have a new center link in here. Looks pretty new to me. Looks a lot newer than everything else. So, I'm just going to support these control arms and we'll see if we've got ball joint play. Could have some uppers going, because they look like they might be original equipment. I see rivets, I think. I don't know how these are put in. These are bolted in. You can see, I can't. We'll check that out. Somebody's also put coil spring spacers in here. Clearly I'm going to remove those to give it that lowrider look. It's got those on both sides, and they've been in there for a long time. They're cracked. Sway bar bushings are, sway bar link bushings are pretty loose. They're not going to be doing a whole lot at that rate. So see if I can soak those in penetrating oil. Maybe tighten those babies down. Not sure. A little bit of a fuel leak going on here at the pump. Not a huge deal. Oil pan seeping at the front main. Timing cover? Who knows? Who really knows? There's something going on up there at the wall after a pump. Belts are in good shape. Now, please, if you can explain this to me. This looks like a reluctor wheel that somebody's put on here for maybe a homemade speedometer. I've never seen this. Clearly I'm going to cut this off because this thing does not have a digital speedometer. Attached to the prop shaft. Oh, this is that huge catalytic converter. Like, look at this thing. This is my hand, and I don't have small hands. This is a big boy. So, thinking maybe I could go to Canadian Rubber and put a pipe in here. I'd probably need like an angle connector and then a short straight piece. I don't know what this is, 2.5. I'll have to get out measuring tape. I don't know. What else do we got? Yeah, there's the rest of that wiring for that goofy looking sensor that's on here, and these move like so. I don't know how that's supposed to be accurate. Looking down the back of the car, parking brake cable sitting in the exhaust. It's probably not the best. I guess that's how they roll, because this has actually got a piece of protective type stuff on it. I don't know. Thanks, GM. U-joints are good. Subframe, pretty good shape. Pretty good shape, boys. No rot. Rear axle ratio. Something I'm curious about. I think there's tags on these. Somebody told me. I don't really know. Left hand side. Right hand side. Some numbers here. I don't know what they are. That's just the housing though. Because John Q. Camaro could have long changed the ratio in this thing, but I think this came with like 256s. Let's see if the breather's free. Breather's good. Ready to go. I think this thing had like some ridiculous like 208 highway gears in it. To explain why it's so slow, but I don't see an actual factory tag anywhere on the housing, so looks like somebody's done this diff recently. Sealant is still pretty clean. Like she's got the coilover shock. I think these springs are probably just worn right out. I don't see any broken leaves. Nothing's broken, but pretty sacked out. Same story on this side. Much the same story. So that wheel's got a nice. I'll try and show you here. Nice dent in the fuel tank. It's very nice for someone to hit something, because that's easy to do in this car. It's not leaking. I'm not going to worry about it. Somebody's probably put a jack under here. It's a pretty straight line. I don't know. We've got, generally it's not too bad. We got a bit of corrosion happening here. You didn't see that. That's where the mounts to this rear of the bumper mounts to the subframe, I guess. And that's water. There's our single exhaust. Single exhaust in the Camaro. What's up with that? And tires, yeah, they're great shape. Look at that, lots of life left. Lots of meat. They're both that way. No, it's definitely... She's not posy at all. But it spins the tires when it's wet outside. What else can I say? Probably nothing else for now. I'm just going to blab on and show you things you don't even want to see. So I'm going to check those control arms out. Okay, well, we've looked at the front end now. And just this left-hand side outer tire end seems to have play in it. Wheel bearings had a bit of play, so we're going to actually set it up on this alignment machine once we're done. I think I'm going to go to Canadian Tire right now, because it's Boxing Day, they're open. You get an outer tire end. I'd order one from Lordco, but then I don't know if they're open, and I just like Canadian Tires, so. As you can see, the bumper needs some loving in a few spots. I think they've used whiteout to touch it up. That's how we roll in this world, I guess. It's not always best. She's had a few little run-ins. Definitely had some run-ins in this corner. Some Bando will fix this. Isn't that nice? And we got a rusty old ring around this headlight. And I believe we've got a loose headlight here. That's kind of dipped. You can actually pull this right out. That's crap. So we're going to fix that. There we go. That's the right way. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I can order a headlight bucket off eBay. But right now I'm going to check online and see which store has a tie rod end. One of these guys in stock. It's probably pretty generic for GM, so I'm pretty sure almost any Canadian tire will have that. And I might get a tire as well, 205 7014. I should probably get a pair. Oops. Yeah, I got 205 70s here, and I got, I think, 215 60s on the rear. And date code on these rears is 2006, I think. Oh. This one's an 05, the other tire's an 06. Let's see how old these tires are when they were made anyway. 06 as well, so they... Sounds to me like they did a lot of work on this car in 2006, because that's when they say they put this Goodwrench 350 V8 into her. So she got a bit of a rebuild back then. Yeah, she's got some not so pretty spots. Well, we'll fix her up nice. Man, this thing's dirty. So, it's off to Canadian Tire. Well, it's a pretty nice day here in Victoria. Here it's now 11 degrees outside. It's going off Canadian Tire. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas too. I thought I'd mention that, and a Happy New Year. It's now Boxing Day, so we'll see how crazy Canadian Tire is. Maybe there'll be lots of crazy shoppers there. Okay, I'm back now from a dirty McDonald's run and Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, listen. You might have a knowledgeable person behind the desk, but they need to be friendly and maybe, you know, not just, I don't know what to say. Canadian Tire, see you later. Bye-bye. You know what? I got exactly what I needed to get. The correct tire on end. The quality one from Moog. Got this at Lordco today from like the friendliest person ever behind a desk. Thank you very much, Lordco, Victoria. You rocked, and you only cost me $26.15. So a big shout out to Lordco, Victoria. You done good. Camaro. I also picked up a, you're gonna get this shot for now, that's okay. You know what, I'll even steady it there a little bit. Is that better? A new battery cable on the negative side. My negative battery cable is pretty, can't show you from here because the car is actually up in the air. Sorry, I need a tripod. I'm using my camera. I'm using my camera phone. But anyway, the Canadian Tire patch had the, I think it's a 38 inch? No, 45 inch battery cable. It's 4 gauge, so nice and powerful. Let me show you what else I got. Let's see what's really. Yeah, like I said, today Lordco got me the ES441RL. The RL means it's good for both sides. That's the correct tie rod for this car. I got French fries, dirty filter, some grease for when I put on my new tie rod end, which is right here. little grease zerk there. And I actually had to pick up the new end for the grease gun because whoever used it last lost it. Thanks, whoever used the grease gun last. I got some mobile grease because it was the cheapest Canadian Tire had, $4.99. Also, they had this oil on sale, good little sale, $12.99 for what, 5 liters? It's not bad. So obviously I'm going to change the oil. I don't know if that's enough oil. I don't work on Chevys. I work on Minis and BMWs, but I do have some 15W40 in the trunk, if you know what I mean. Oh, look at that 2-barrel goodness. Bye-bye 2-barrel. Probably not this week, but soon we're going to look at doing that. Swap to 4-barrel carbon intake and probably put in a new set of, well, I'll check the plugs. I haven't even pulled the distributor cap off. Let me know what type of plugs I should use, R45 TS, or what I should use, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to eat some food, put this tie rod end on, and we'll get back at you. Okay, well, we've got our new tie rod end in there. Just need to grease her up. Grease me up, woman. And I've lubricated all my adjusters. Hopefully they move. This one moves okay, obviously, because I just undid it. This one should go too. I'll probably try and loosen this up while I'm still in this hoist before we head over to the alignment rack. Obviously I'm going to grease the, well, first I'm going to brush all the dirt off of everything. Sorry, Lawrence, for wrecking your bay. And it's the way of the road. Then it might be time for some tires soon. Like real soon. But we'll align it first just because I didn't buy tires today. Motormaster AW Pluses I can get for $65.99 for a tire. So I'm going to grease it up and we'll probably change the oil in here. Okay, well we got the tie rod end in and dump the oil. Put some fresh oil in. Here's our big old 2-barrel. And she's still got all the emissions junk still hooked up. Every last bit of it. I think it's still got, is this EGR? I don't even know. What is this? Who knows what this is? What's really going on here? I swear I don't know what that is. But somebody can tell me what this lump is. Probably going to disconnect here. Pretty much going to disconnect every bit of emissions equipment on here. Just pin it to win it. Need a choke though. Need the choke. I was going to dick around with this and start pulling stuff off. And I will do that eventually, but I think I can wait because I don't even have a 4-barrel carbon intake to throw on. But when that day comes, oh boy, a lot of the stuff is going to be, it's going to be put right in there. Pretty quick. So before I get too excited, I'm going to slap the air cleaner back on. And we're going to do an alignment. Alright, we're just getting all set up here on the alignment hoist. You might wonder why I have this headlight out. It's because it was all loose there. I found the, I've got it on my bench right now, I'll show you later. The chrome ring that was here. It has 3 mounted tabs, 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3 were busted off. They're still there, so I've epoxied them onto the original chrome ring, hoping that I'll be able to slap it on, not having to buy a new headlight ring from eBay. Yeah, so we're going to use these wheel clamps here. Sorry for the garbage camera angles, I'm just in the corner. So we've got her set up as a 78 and 81 Camaro. And I'll show you the results as soon as I have it all compensated. Okay, I got our results up on the screen now. Car is not as bad as I thought it was. The rear axle, there's no adjustment. Because it's a freaking differential, eh? The camber's actually in spec. Not bad. The toe just needs adjustment. So this is going to be easy. Caster's even good. Look at that. That's a Christmas miracle there, friends, for a 32-year-old car. So let's get adjusting. Okay, that's really loud. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm just looking at the screen there now. It looks like the both front wheels are definitely steered to the... I'll show you the corrector. Both front wheels are steered to the left. So we need to correct that. Anyway, I'm going to do that now. I'm just basically steering this wheel to the center of the car, rather. So, in other words, I'm tightening up the turnbuckle. While watching the screen here, I can see the numbers move. And that's the way of the road. Got it. That's that side. The other side of the car I didn't loosen off because I I didn't replace any parts there. All I've done is lubricate it with some rust off type stuff and whatever other fluids I can find in the shop. So let's hope that that one turns. This could be a winner. And we're back. Okay, I got the bolts loosened off on the turnbuckle there, so hopefully I can turn it loose. Really bring in for a closer look here. I don't know if you can see anything up there. It's probably too dark, but I'll get a light. This episode of This Old Camaro is brought to you in part by Kirkland Signature for all your beverage needs. They sell toilet paper too. Okay, so I don't know what you can see. You really can't see a whole lot. Let's fix that. Let there be light. Okay, so that's too much light. Is that good? Let's get you some reflective light. Is that okay? No, it's not good. Lights. Okay. So I want to turn this turnbuckle here. Either way, I don't really care as long as I can break it loose like that. And I'm just watching the screen as I turn this. And I'm turning it the correct way, would you know? Okay. Okay, Smokey. Ay, ay, ay. This is garbage. So that one's actually good right now. I'm looking at my screen here. Let me show you. Yeah, there's a lot more green there. Hey, that was just green. I saw that. Don't play those tricks with me. This one I had green earlier. This is green, so that's good. Total toe, blah, 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 steer head. We're going to fix our steer head right away as soon as I crank this little mother up. So let's adjust that other side over here. Oh, wrong way. I went the wrong way. Okay, there we have it, an almost perfect alignment. Just got to tighten those up and we're on the road. So that's pretty much all for today on the Camaro. Got that headlight back in there. Oh, where is it? There. She's been hit the front end before, as good as I can get it. At least it's not flopping around and loose right now. At least got the headlight in solid without having to use urethane. You can probably see the hood gap too. That sucks, but it's better than it was. Before I couldn't even open or close the hood. You have to actually pry the hood open. So that's getting better. I won't show you the panel gaps any closer than you can already see them. Any tips, hints, or suggestions on aligning fenders, hood, bumper on a Camaro, please comment below. Anyway, I'm going to go wash this thing up. We'll get a shot of it later. But, yeah. Alright, well, that's good enough for today. We got her a little cleaner. It's a heck of a lot better than it was. She's not looking too bad there, eh? Yeah, I'll get me out of the shot. That's not bad for 81. 4-barrel intake, carburetor, exhaust. The list could go on forever. I might actually just do a carburetor and intake. Get rid of the emission stuff. Might be for sale. Get your bids in now. Starting at number is yet to be determined, but this car could be for sale very quickly. Now that we've done all the front end work, she's safe and happy camper. So, way of the road.